one animal species evolving across millions of years into its modern form. The story of life on Earth is a grand, sprawling epic, written in the language of stone and bone, a narrative stretching back billions of years. Within this immense saga, countless chapters tell the tales of creatures rising, adapting, and sometimes vanishing forever. Today, we focus on a single, yet profound lineage, one that began in the shadow of the dinosaurs and culminated in one of the most intelligent and majestic animals to ever grace our planet. This is the story of the whale, a journey from a small, hoofed land dweller to a colossal monarch of the deep. Our narrative begins approximately 50 million years ago, during the Eel. The world was a greenhouse, warm and humid, with polar ice caps yet to form. Lush forests stretched from pole to pole, and mammals, having survived the cataclysm that wiped out the Nonavian dinosaurs, were diversifying with explosive creativity. Among them, in the wetlands and coastal regions of what is now Pakistan and India, lived a creature known as Pachycetus. No larger than a modern wolf, Pachycetus was a terrestrial mammal, a four-legged artiodactyl, part of the same group that includes today's hippos, deer, and cows. Fossil evidence, particularly its distinctive ear, bones-thick, dense structure called the auditory bulla, provides the crucial link to modern cetaceans. This unique ear anatomy was an adaptation for hearing underwater, suggesting Pachycetus was not just a land animal, but a semi-aquatic one. It likely waded into shallow streams and rivers, ambushing fish and other small prey. Its eyes positioned high on its skull, allowing it to peer above the water's surface like a crocodile. It was a humble beginning, a tentative first step into an alien world. The evolutionary pressures were immense, but so were the opportunities. The warm, shallow Tethys sea was a veritable buffet, teeming with life and relatively free of the large marine reptiles that had dominated the oceans for millions of years. This untapped resource was a powerful lure. The transition from land to sea was not a single leap, but a series of gradual, elegant steps. Following Pachycetus, by a few million years, around 48 million years ago, came Ambulocetus, Natan's a name that literally means the walking whale that swims. This creature was a more committed amphibious predator. Imagine an animal with the body of a large sea lion, the head of a crocodile, and powerful, splayed hind legs. Ambulocetus was a formidable ambush hunter. Its robust legs were still capable of supporting its weight on land, allowing it to haul itself onto riverbanks. But its primary hunting ground was the water. It likely swam with a powerful undulation of its spine, pushing through the water with its large, paddle-like feet, similar to how modern otters propel themselves. Its nostrils were still positioned at the tip of its snout, meaning it had to surface completely to breathe. But its inner ear was even more adapted for underwater hearing, and its chemical signature in its teeth shows it drank both fresh water and salt water, indicating it lived in coastal estuaries where rivers met the sea. Ambulocetus represents a perfect intermediate form, a living bridge between two vastly different worlds. It was an animal caught between two existences, demonstrating how natural selection tinkers and modifies existing structures for new purposes. Its terrestrial legs were becoming flippers, its landlubber's body becoming streamlined for aquatic life. The journey into the blue was well and truly underway. The environment itself was a collaborator in this transformation. The Tethys Sea was a vast, warm, and shallow body of water that once separated the continents of Laurasia and Gondwana, providing an ideal nursery for these evolving marine mammals. The abundance of food and the lack of significant competition created a perfect evolutionary crucible. As we move forward to about 45 million years ago, we encountered the Remingtonacetid family, a group of early whales that took a more specialized, otter-like form. Creatures like Cuchicitas were smaller and more streamlined than Ambulocetus. They had long, narrow snouts filled with sharp teeth, perfect for snapping up fast-moving fish. Their legs were shorter, and their powerful tails suggest they were becoming more dominant in propulsion. A key evolutionary shift is seen in the position of their nostrils, which had begun a slow, multi-million-year migration from the tip of the snout toward the top of the head. This seemingly minor adjustment had profound implications. It meant these animals no longer needed to point their entire head out of the water to breathe. A slight break of the surface would suffice. This was a critical adaptation for a creature spending more and more of its time submerged, making breathing a quicker, more efficient, and safer process, minimizing its exposure to potential predators or rivals at the surface. Furthermore, their skeletal structure shows that their sense of hearing was becoming even more sophisticated, allowing them to pinpoint the location of prey underwater with greater accuracy. They were no longer just part-time swimmers. They were becoming masters of their aquatic domain. This phase of evolution highlights the principle of adaptive radiation, where a single ancestral group diversifies to fill various ecological niches, just as finches on the Galapagos Islands develop different beaks for different foods. These early whales were experimenting with different body plans and hunting strategies within their new marine environment. The next major leap occurred with the advent of the protocetids, a diverse group that flourished around 47 to 40 million years ago. These were the first whales to truly conquer the globe. Fossils of protocetids like Rhodhocetus**, and Myocetus** have been found not just in Asia, but also in Africa and North America, indicating they had developed the ability to cross open oceans. Rhodhocetus* is a particularly revealing fossil. It possessed strong hind limbs that were clearly used for swimming, but they were likely too weak and awkwardly positioned to support its weight effectively on land. It probably hauled itself ashore clumsily, perhaps to rest or give birth, much like modern seals. The discovery of a pregnant Myocetus* fossil, with the fetus positioned for a head-first delivery, strongly suggests that these animals still gave birth on land, as a tail-first birth in the water would risk drowning the newborn. The protocetids were a family on the cusp of becoming fully aquatic. Their nostrils had moved further up the snout, their bodies were more streamlined, and a powerful, fluked tail was beginning to take shape. They were pioneers, pushing the boundaries of what a mammal could be. Their dispersal across the world's oceans, setting the stage for the final, definitive break from their terrestrial origins. This global expansion was a testament to their success. They had evolved from localized, semi-aquatic waders into a cosmopolitan family of marine predators, their journey mirroring the very expansion of the oceans they now called home. The final severance from the land came with the Despite the name, Basilosaurus**, meaning king lizard, was no reptile. It was a true whale, but one that looked utterly alien compared to its modern relatives. Reaching lengths of up to 60 feet, Basilosaurus* had a remarkably long, serpentine body. It swam with a powerful vertical undulation of its entire spine, a method of propulsion that would eventually be refined into the tail-driven movement of modern whales. Its nostrils had completed their journey, now situated on top of the head to form a primitive blowhole, allowing it to breathe at the surface while remaining almost fully submerged. Its front limbs had become true flippers, used for steering rather than propulsion. Most fascinatingly, Basilosaurus* still retained tiny, vestigial hind limbs, complete with a femur, tibia, fibula, and even small toes. These legs were far too small to be of any use for locomotion, and were not even connected to the main skeleton. They were a ghostly echo of its terrestrial past, an evolutionary footnote reminding us of the long road it had traveled from the riverbanks of the Io. Living alongside Basilosaurus* was its smaller, more dolphin-like cousin, Dorudin. Unlike the serpentine asterisk, Basilosaurus**, Dorudin* had a more compact, powerful body, much more akin to modern. With the Basilosaurids, the transition was complete. They were fully aquatic mammals, born in the water, living their entire lives in the water, their ties to the land finally and irrevocably broken. They were the blueprint for all future whales, the culmination of 15 million years of relentless adaptation. The story, however, does not end there. From these early, fully aquatic ancestors, the cetacean family tree split into two major branches, that define the whales we know today: the odontoceti, or toothed whales, and the mysticeti, or baleen whales. This divergence, occurring around 34 million years ago, was driven by changing ocean currents and a cooling climate. The odontoceti, which include dolphins, porpoises, sperm whales, and orcas, refined the hunting strategies of their ancestors. They evolved sophisticated echolocation, or biocenter, a biological marvel that allows them to see their environment and hunt prey in total darkness by emitting high-frequency clicks and interpreting the returning echoes. This innovation opened up the deep ocean, allowing them to hunt squid and fish in the perpetual night of the abyss. The mysticeti, on the other hand, embarked on a completely different evolutionary path. Instead of teeth, they evolved baleen, huge, brush-like plates of keratin that hang from their upper jaw. These whales, including the blue whale, humpback whale, and right whale, became filter feeders. They swim through the ocean, taking in enormous mouthfuls of water and then forcing it out through the baleen plates, trapping vast quantities of tiny krill and small fish. This strategy allowed them to exploit one of the most abundant food sources in the ocean and, in turn, enabled them to grow to sizes unattainable by any predator. The blue whale, the largest animal that has ever lived, is a testament to the staggering success of this filter-feeding adaptation. From a wolf-sized wader to a planet-sized giant, the journey of the whale is a powerful illustration of evolution's creative force. It's a story of adaptation, of innovation, and of the profound and intricate connection between life and the ever-changing environments it inhabits. It reminds us that even the most colossal and enigmatic creatures of the deep carry within their very bones the faint, indelible memory of a time when their distant ancestors walked upon the land. This single, epic transformation, written over millions of years, stands as one of the most complete and awe-inspiring tales in the entire history of life on Earth. One animal species evolving across millions of years into its modern form.